Hi guys, welcome to Everything iOS. In this video we're going to be talking about the new features in iOS 9.3. So let's dive straight into our first feature, which is night shift. If you go into settings, go down to display and brightness. As you can see now, a bit further down you have a night shift. Right at the top we have scheduled, so obviously the toggle switch. When it's turned on, you can choose what times it starts and finishes. You can have manually enabled to tomorrow, and also you have a little slider which will give you a cooler spectrum but less warm and a lot more warmer. Bearing in mind what night shift does, it takes away the blue light spectrum, which researchers have found that stimulates the brain, and that's why people find it hard to go to sleep after putting their iPad or iPhone or any mobile device before bed. So that's a nice feature in settings. But obviously they've added a nice toggle on and off switch in control center, so it's quick and easy access. The second feature, guys, is in notes, which is the ability to add password to your notes, which is just simple like that. You use your fingerprint or you can enter the password. Yeah, and it just adds a lock. Obviously, if you go into settings, you go to notes, and you have password. You can set a password up. Obviously, I'm not going to show you them details, or you can even choose to use ID, Touch ID on these. So there's a few nice touches to notes. People say it's not the best features, but I really like it because obviously I believe many people, as well as myself, carry maybe some financial information, passwords, or some Google account or some email account or things like that, so it's always handy to password protect them. So the third addition, or feature I should say, that has been added to 9.3 is to News, the News app. It's been more enhanced, so it brings better related news stories to topics you liked from your favorites. Also, it can play videos straight from the screen, but I cannot find a video right here. But for example, if that was a video, it would have the play icon there. You could just press play and it wouldn't take you to a separate window like it did before. It would just play right there. You could choose to go full screen. There are a couple of features on there. Also, you can now got a few swipe gestures. If you swipe from right to left, you have like, share and save. I mix that order up a bit, but why not? And if you swipe left to right, you have dislike, move to channel and report. And if you do a long suggestion, it will automatically do the dislike. I don't want to do that. So that's a few new enhancements to the News app. Number 4 is a few features to health. You now have the activity on your dashboard. Obviously you enable that when you go into all and you choose and you say show on dashboard, and it's available on your dashboard. That's what I call it there. So that's nice. That's there, as well as the activity app if you got a watch. Also with health app now, depending on which category you're in. So for walking and running, for example, now it now suggests apps that are related to walking and running. Feature number 5, guys, is quite small, but I'll show you it anyway. If you go into your wallet, obviously where you got your bank card or any other vouchers, you can see right at the bottom it now offers you the application related to that app, so whether it is Starbucks or your bank or whatever. 7th feature, guys, is a feature to Siri. Nothing big, just additional language support. So obviously now if you go into Siri, I go into settings, general, Siri, and we have a look at languages. As you can see now there is more languages. We have Finnish, French, German. We have quite a lot of languages in Siri now. So that's just another little feature touched to Siri. Number 8, guys, is a new feature into the activity app. Depending on where you've got a watch, I believe this isn't on all iPhones unless there's a paid Apple Watch. But now you can see right at the bottom, we have a workouts tab in the middle. So there's a little workout that I've done, a little walk, testing it sometime probably. And obviously now we have all this information fed to us within the activities app. The next feature is to iBooks, which now basically has iCloud sync across devices. As you can see now, first time going in, just use iCloud, bang, now all your material is synced across devices for iBooks. It's not just the books, you get the PDFs and anything else that you add to the iBooks app. Feature 10, guys, is all about the Wi-Fi assist. Well, let me pop back out so you can see what it is. It's in mobile data. If you go all the way down to the bottom, you can see Wi-Fi assist. People were complaining about this, saying that people were going over their data usage because of this Wi-Fi assist feature. Basically, if you got poor Wi-Fi signal and your 3G or 4G signal is better, your phone would automatically switch to your carrier's signal. Therefore, we'll be using more data when people thought they were actually under a Wi-Fi. But now what it doesn't actually show it on mine yet, because obviously I haven't had any Wi-Fi assists yet. Directly under where it says Wi-Fi assist, it now will show you how much data is being used for Wi-Fi assist. And remember, this isn't data used over the Wi-Fi, this is data that's used over your cellular network. The next features are for CarPlay. The For You tab is now in the Apple Music for the CarPlay in cars, and you now have near you improvements. So it will show you near petrol stations, shopping centres and things like that. So there are a few new touches to CarPlay. Next one, guys, is just speed improvements. These main improvements tend to help iPhone 4S owners and 5 because it is a much more performing OS on the iPhones 4Ss and 5. 9.3 is definitely worth the upgrade if you're running an iPhone 4S. Next up is Safari has had some significant speed improvements. I won't be able to demonstrate much right now, so I don't think I have really a comparison device to show you, but Safari is definitely a faster loading web page now. As you can see, it's nice, it's smooth, it's fast, it loads up very well. This next feature I find really cool, which is the ability for third-party applications to access Apple Music. For example of this, when I used to go to Shazam, I used to Shazam a song, then tap on listen on Apple Music. It would direct me to my music player, my Apple Music. I would have to then select the song, but now directly from within applications, as long as if you allow access to your music. As you see at the top right for Shazam, I now have a button which just will allow me to add that track directly to my Apple Music without me leaving Shazam and migrating over to the store for me to download that track, which is a very nice feature. This next feature is to do with the Apple Watch. So if we go into the watch settings, application, sorry, and we pop in, as you can see now, we can now pay a new Apple Watch. So we can now pay more than one Apple Watch. It would automatically sync for the device you were wearing as well, which is quite handy. A lot of people are saying, why do people need a second watch? But I suppose there are developers out there that own a second device because they put the beta versions on it, or there are probably some people out there maybe rich enough just so they have a watch for work so they don't mind damaging, and a watch for when they go out in the evenings for smart occasions. These next couple of features, guys, are going to be on the iPhone 6s. First off, we'll go with the Force Touch. There's a couple of new things in settings, the iTunes store, the App Store, the compass. You can now prompt whether you want to start your compass or start the level. Health, there's some options for that one as well now. They are obviously slowly becoming more and more for third-party applications as well. Obviously you can just keep testing and keep trying. This is a third-party application which uses the Force Touch. So that's a couple of new features for Force Touch on some standard Apple applications. The next feature, guys, is while you're in the App Store now and you own an iPhone 6s, you can now peek and pop into applications, which is very handy now. This next feature again is still on the iPhone 6s. It's the last one before I go on to a couple of bug fixes that's happening in 9.3, and it's when you take a live photo now and you hit share, you now have a duplicate, and you can duplicate it as a live photo. So you would have two live photos, or you can duplicate as a still photo, and this is a high quality still photo as well. So if you just hit duplicate and then bang, you now have just a standard photograph and not the live photo, as you see there. So that's just a nice little touch to live photos, and they are now also able to send live photos through iMessages to Mac devices and any other iOS compatible device for live photos. So last of all, guys, I'm going to talk about a few bug fixes that they've done in 9.3. I believe the battery percentage issue with iPhone 6s users, where it was inaccurately showing battery percentage, so phones were turning off earlier and dying of battery earlier than what it was displaying. The time bug, so if you set your date back to the 1st of January 1970, you would brick your iPhone, people saying is a term for it, but Apple have fixed that now, and by doing that they've just stopped you from going back in time that far, and I believe it now only goes to the 1st of January 2001. The Safari crash with that link that was going around has also been fixed, and some enhancements to the 3D touch pad on the keyboard for the 6s can become more reliable. Sometimes you would go to press it to use it and it just wouldn't come on, and a key would be pressed, but it seems to be a lot more reliable now. So a few of the bug fixes has come in iOS 9.3. Thanks for watching my video, guys, and hopefully I'll do more videos for you. Likes on this video would be much appreciated. Bye, guys.